quite unlucky today. I crashed 2 of my 3 drones and I lost one of them, so Hey, what's up everybody, this is Mike and welcome back to another video. Today I've come in the middle of nowhere, and excuse the wind because it's blowing very hard, but I have come here to use my DJI Spark, the drone that I've had for such a long time, the beast of a drone, the Spark. I truly miss that drone and I just wanted to take it out of its case and use it and just fly with it and have fun, and I decided to take you along with me for the ride. Of course, one of my favorite things about the DJI Spark is not only its size but also how quick and responsive it is, especially in sport mode. So that's my plan for today. That's why I brought it here. That's why I came here. I wanted to fly in sport mode and just use the Spark as a little pocket rocket. It's so amazing. If you haven't tried it, please give it a try, but find a place like this that is very open, very wide, and there are no obstacles around it, so it's all safe. But I also brought my XK251, if I'm not mistaken, and the MJX Bucks 6. Those 2 drones are also very quick and responsive. They are racing drones. Of course, they are not that advanced as the FPV drones, but they're also a lot of fun to fly around. So that's why I've come to this empty field here. I just want to relax, chill, race my drones and have a good time and share that with you. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Personally, I really needed that. I've been missing flying my drones ever since I started focusing on other content as well on my channel. I just stopped flying as regularly as before, and I definitely miss it. So today I'm going to fix that by flying as much as I can and just sharing all the shots with you. So let's go. And this is where things got a little bit messy. The wind picked up quite significantly, so the noise was too strong and the microphone was not recording anything I was saying, so I decided to voice over this part of the video so you can hear me and at least understand what I'm saying. So here I tried demonstrating the difference between the regular mode and the sport mode of the DJI Spark, which to me is quite significant and very massive. If you haven't tried it, you will be surprised how quick the Spark actually can move in the air. And here I started creating some circular patterns in the air. This is one of my favorite things to do when flying in sport mode. I try to pick an object on the ground and in my mind I try to focus on it and rotate around it just like active track. So I try to focus on that object and keep the drone pointed towards that object by also moving quite a lot and creating a big circle, and I'm trying to quickly turn around and change the direction but also keep the object in the center of the drone in its focus. I'm not sure if you'll be able to understand exactly what I'm doing here because none of these recording angles are really good for understanding the whole image. Of course, I recorded from the camera of the drone itself, and my girlfriend was also recording the drone flying around, so she was just struggling a bit to keep it in frame, but hopefully you guys can see it and at least understand how quickly it moves. And I really think the Spark is just a beast of a drone, especially if you're trying to improve your flying skills. I think flying in sport mode is one of the best ways to understand how the drone is really moving and use the drift of the drone to your advantage. Understand how much time it takes to completely stop the drone, how much time it takes to change the direction, and all of this combined would definitely make you a much better pilot. So I highly recommend you to find a field like this and just start experimenting and flying in sport mode, because it's one of the best ways to have fun with your drone and also to learn new skills.
And there you guys have it. This little drone, the DJI Spark, is nothing short of amazing, especially if you want to fly in sport mode. Honestly, this is the best thing that you can do with this little thing, because you don't really need the footage that much. You don't need the sensors, you don't need the range, you just need to keep the drone close. You need to go full speed, and for me personally, this is the best use for this little guy. I just love it.
So unfortunately, the DJI Spark's batteries really run out of juice very quickly, so I was quickly finished with that drone. I tried saving a bit of battery for a later time when I wanted to capture some cool shots that I had planned on my way back home, but that didn't happen, and keep watching to see why. So I was ready to move to the MJX Bucks 6, and like I mentioned in the video, maybe you didn't hear because of the wind noise, but this drone is an entry-level racing quadcopter. It has an external screen that you can attach to your remote and use it like an FPV screen to understand where the drone is going when you're flying. But I personally prefer to not rely on this remote because it's a bit laggy, and the quality itself is not that good, so I prefer to rely on my eyes. Here, of course, I started the drone. The battery life is about 12 minutes, so I was very comfortable with the flight time. I was preparing to have some fun, but here is where something weird started happening with that drone. I've flown this drone before many times, and this has never happened before. So around this time, the drone just stopped responding to my commands, and at one point it was just impossible to control it. It was hovering left and right, and at one point it simply dropped from the sky like a brick. I couldn't do anything. Luckily, the grass was very soft and I was able to recover it very quickly.
Just like any racing drone, racing probably means crashing as well. So I crashed it for some weird reason. It's beeping a lot, so I have to see what is going on. But let me go and grab it.
But unfortunately, the same thing happened just after maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute of flying. The drone simply stopped responding to my commands and it fell from the sky once again. So I did it a couple of times and I was so frustrated in the end because it was just impossible to fly with that drone.
I'm not going to try one more time. I give up. This drone is... And stop beeping! It's a complete trash. I give up.
Finally, after the disaster with the MJX Bucks 6, I was trying to catch a break with the XK251, and this drone is really cool because it's very light but also very durable. But I was nervous how it's going to fly in this wind because of its weight. In the beginning, everything was smooth, everything was nice, it was flying so well, and then out of nowhere the wind picked it up and just slammed it into the ground, and I was not able to do anything whatsoever. My controls were simply ignored. I guess the wind was too strong for the drone to handle, and it was impossible to control it, so the wind just picked it up and slammed it into the ground.
So it seems we might have lost the drone as it fell down, and I haven't been able to find it because of all of these grass. It's just impossible to find it. I've been looking for more than 30 minutes now. I've looked with the Spark. I tried to make a little rescue operation, and I tried hovering over the fields roughly in the same area where it fell down, so I can see a little white spot from the drone, but no luck there. And I don't know, I hope I can find it. If not, I'll just have to leave it here for somebody else to find it some other time. But quite unlucky today. I crashed 2 of my 3 drones and I lost one of them, so I don't know. I find it very funny. Luckily it's not the Spark, but I will still try to look for it and try to find it. Wish me luck.
I still don't believe I lost the drone, but yeah, it's true. I came back home without that drone, so I don't have it anymore. And that continues the trend of my failed videos if you count the last one that I made and uploaded on my channel. And seems that something very wrong is happening lately with my drone content, so I will try to fix that as soon as possible. And I want to thank you for your support, guys. It really means a lot, and I'll catch you very soon with another video. Hopefully this time it will be better. Ciao.